Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age 2. Last we left off, we were helping Fenris here storm the mansion of his former master, Danarius. Alrighty. We were not being terribly subtle about it either. Well, can only go this way. Oh gee, there are demons here. Who expected that? I certainly didn't. Okay, let's get this over with. A waste of a demon? Oh, look, there are more coming in to help from outside. Why? Oh, and a rage demon. I bet he'd like an ice spell. That would make him happy, I bet. Alright. Let's do as much damage as possible. Okay, I'm getting away from these things. I clicked on that thing. Okay, it disappeared. Fair enough. Alrighty, I'm not doing this. You guys can enjoy the fireballs and get the hell away from me! Oh, jeez. Leave me alone, stupid demon. Ah, they're chasing me! Thanks for the assist, Fenris. Where are you coming from? Well, okay, sure, let's loot the body. Why? I think we're done. Battle? Yes, good. And while we're in the midst of helping Fenris, we may as well loot everything that we can see, right? Huh, that's a corpse. An elf corpse, no less. Alright. Maybe I should have Varric come into the room first.
Easy.
He's a natural leader. And yes, I am deliberately avoiding that big room where Danarius most likely is. Huh. There are a lot of corpses piled around here. That's not an encouraging sign. Alright. Danarius!
Not going to happen. I don't think I can do that.
Damn it. I guess we have to go this way first. And defeat a demon while we're at it. Sure. Alright. And, yeah, a lot of the mansions are going to look alike in this game. Especially the old abandoned ones, like this. Doo-doo. I'm taking everything from your master's estate. Former master. But since I turned it into such a jaunty tune... Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to hit that one. Which does a lot more damage to a rage demon. Okay, there we go. Stay away from me. Why did you stop? Did you just climb on top of Varric? Won't be the first time a dwarf has been run over in a Let's Play of mine. Well, that's that. Magister's Key. Gee, I wonder if that leads to the place upstairs. Okie dokie. Don't get stuck on doorways. Alrighty. Yep, looks like we can unlock it now. But all of the enemies are going to come from behind. What? What is this madness?
How about you?
The arcane aura. Don't just stand there, Hawk. Alright, let's get as many of these demons in one spot as we can. Ah! Jesus! God damn. Keep them in one spot. Okay, or lead them completely away from where my spell is activated. Sure.
Gone.
What?
I'd hoped... No, it doesn't matter any longer. I assume Danarius left valuables behind. Take them if you wish. I need some air.
Huh. Well, let's take him up on that offer. Slaver Lord's Cowl. Wow, that's something I really want to keep on my person. Because you know me, I can't get enough of those Slaver Lord Cowls. Okay. Well, I guess it's okay that we weren't terribly surreptitious getting in here, because, yeah. Okay. Save. Because I like saving before things. Let's leave out to Hightown, meet up with Fenris.
It never ends. I escaped a land of dark magic, only to have it hunt me at every turn. It is a plague burned into my flesh and my soul. And now I find myself in the company of yet another mage.
Is this a problem?
I saw you casting spells inside. I should have realized sooner what you really were. Tell me then, what manner of mage are you? What is it that you seek?
Well, I really just want to get by.
I'm just trying to get by.
See?
Yet I have seen many crimes done in the name of survival.
Hawk isn't the only mage around here.
I imagine I appear ungrateful. If so, I apologize, for nothing could be further from the truth. I did not find Danarius, but I still owe you a debt. Here is all the coin I have, as Anso promised. Should you find yourself in need of assistance, I would gladly render it.
You would help a mage?
You didn't seem all that thrilled with me a moment ago.
You are not Danarius. Whether you are anything like him remains to be seen.
Fair enough. But yeah, why is Danarius after you?
Your old master must want something more than just a runaway slave.
He doesn't want me at all, just the markings on my skin. They are lyrium, burned into my flesh to provide the power that Danarius required of his pet.
Ow.
And now, he wishes his precious investment returned, even if he must rip it from my corpse.
That would be a shame.
Seems like a waste of a perfectly handsome elf.
The truth is, I know nothing of the ritual that placed these markings on me. It was Danarius's choice, one he now regrets.
Well, tell me about him.
You said Danarius is a magister, but little else.
In Tevinter, the Magisters hold all the power. Over the Chantry, over the Imperial Court, over life itself. It is nothing for one to own a slave. Danarius had many, but none he valued so much as me.
But you escaped.
Then how did you get away?
Is it not enough that I did?
No.
I carved my path to freedom in blood. I left that life behind, yet his bounty hunters follow me no matter where I go. I will run no longer.
It's a good attitude. What can you do?
I've seen some of your abilities. Do they come from those markings?
Some. All I know is that even in the Imperium, warriors such as myself are rare. Perhaps they believe I should feel honored.
Are the hunters gonna be coming back?
Do you think your master will keep chasing you?
He's too proud not to. Perhaps one day the hunt will cost him more than he is willing to pay, but I doubt that matters any longer.
Well, he seems pretty useful. I could use your help.
I'm planning an expedition I might need help with.
Fair enough. Should you ever have need of me, I will be here. If Danarius wishes his mansion back, he is free to return and claim it. Beyond that, I am at your disposal.
Yeah, I'm gonna pop him back in my party.
Always calling and getting rid of idiots. Especially thugs who target the streets just because it's dark.
And Fenris, no matter what, is pretty much going to start off with a rivalry with you if you happen to be of a mage origin. Mage background, whatever. But anyway, this is now Fenris's mansion. After all, it's where he's living. And as always, as soon as you recruit someone, pretty much, they're going to want to have a chat with you. So, shall we?
Grigio Pavali. There are 6 bottles in the cellar. Danarius used to have me pour it for his guests. My appearance intimidated them, he said, which he enjoyed.
That sounds horrible.
You were his servant as well as his bodyguard.
I was his slave. I propped up the furniture when he was so inclined. It's good I can still take pleasure in the small things.
That was a waste.
You could have offered me a glass first, you know.
There's more, if you're really interested.
Perish the thought. How else would you redecorate the walls?
He doesn't seem
I
comfortable
wanted to leave
laughing.
my past behind me, but it won't stay there. Tell me, have you never wanted to return to Ferelden?
Let's see. I've thought about it.
I grew up in Ferelden. It will always be my home.
The blight is over. You could rebuild what you lost. Do you truly not want to?
I have a new life. Or my family is here.
My mother came from Curtin. Our heritage is here.
Having a place where you can put down roots, I understand. Still, to have the option must be gratifying.
So you're going to be staying in Kirkwall?
Do you intend to keep living here?
I haven't decided. For now, it's as good as any other place. I would return to Saharan if I could, but there is no life for me there.
Saharan?
Is that where you're from?
So I've been told.
You don't remember?
Were you very young when you left then?
Perhaps.
I'm going to have an easy time getting information out of you, aren't I? Well, do you know where Danarius is now?
You could track your former master down, I assume.
I imagine he has returned to Minrathous, though I dare not go near the city while he is alive. No, it is better to wait for him to leave his fortress, fight from a fortified position. I do not expect your help when that day comes, but I would not turn it aside.
You can expect my help, Fenris. How long since you've escaped?
You've been on the run a long time then.
3 years now.
Wow.
Danarius has a way of finding me. Perhaps it is the markings. Whatever the means, it never takes him long to follow. This is the first time I've given him reason to pause. I suppose there are advantages in numbers.
You've been alone?
Haven't you sought help before?
Hirelings, when I could steal the coin. Never anyone of substance. Until you. Danarius will not give up, however. I await his return.
Are you sure of that?
What if he does give up? What then?
Then I go to him. I will not live with a wolf at my back.
Good plan.
Sounds like the right idea to me.
If it comes to that, I doubt it will.
Alright, so... You whine too much. You could make a home here.
If you're looking to start a life, you could stay.
I could see myself staying, for the right reasons. I should thank you again for helping me against the hunters. Had I known Anso would find me a woman so capable, I might have asked him to look sooner.
And you can turn down the possible romance here, but, flatterer.
Maybe I should be thanking Anso.
Maybe you should. Perhaps I'll practice my flattery for your next visit. With any luck, I'll become better at it.
One of the few times you'll actually see him smiling. Whoa, I certainly got his friendship up. That was actually kind of surprising. Where did this come from? We were just in here. This book was not here. Whatevs. Anyway, with Fenris, if it's not clear, a lot of the best ways to get on his good side is to talk about finding a new life, settling down in a home away from everything. Also, I never noticed this for the longest time, which really makes me ashamed, but the placard for the Gather Your Party thing here is actually the collection of faces that were in the introduction in that book of all of the different companions, which took me far too long to realize. Adventures of Black Fox? Oh, nifty. Okie dokie. So, stop showing me the rumors. I don't care. Companions. Ah, yes. We should probably take care of the family history thing. We are due at the gallows, after all. So, let's go to the daylight. Let's go to the daylight.
I've heard about the Circle of Magi outside of the Imperium, but I've never been in one. Are you certain it's wise for you to be here?
The first time you have Fenris in your party and you come to the gallows, you'll have this cutscene. So, well, be careful.
Maybe not, but we'll be cautious.
This seems more like a prison. I wonder if it's more effective than the Circle I know.
What's it like in Tevinter?
How is the Imperial Circle of Magi different?
Once upon a time, it was as it is here. The Chantry watched the Magisters closely for any signs of corruption or weakness. Then it changed. The Magisters were permitted to watch over their own, and Templars kept only to enforce the law. What happened next was inevitable. The Magisters rule again, as powerful as they ever were.
Why did that change?
You said the Chantry used to watch the Magisters. Why did they stop?
You must remember that the attitude towards magic is different in Tevinter. Magisters came from wealthy families, bloodlines that had nurtured magical talent for countless generations. The Chantry was not trying to control poor peasants, but the scions of the greatest houses in the Imperium.
Wasn't the Imperium defeated by Andraste, though?
I thought the Magisters had been thrown down by the Chantry.
On the contrary, Andraste never defeated the Imperium. A great army conquered the south, but not the north. The Magisters eventually surrendered to the Chantry, but they did so on their terms. They kept their influence. Thus, they reclaimed what they lost over the centuries. Some battles are lost by inches.
Are the Magisters really so terrible?
You talk about the Magisters as if they are all evil.
I have no doubt that some are good and noble men, strong enough to resist temptation. But how many temptations do you wish to offer a man before he will give in? Blood magic is everywhere in Tevinter, from the lowliest apprentice up to the Archon himself.
And how do you know that?
You can't have seen this for yourself.
Yeah, exactly.
Danarius talked about it often. Of course, they say it's forbidden.
Okay, this same
Behind
mage
the
has walked
smiles
past
and
several
closed
times.
doors, however, it's a different matter. To be a Magister in Tevinter is to be glorious. To be a powerful Magister in Tevinter, that is worth any price.
So how is it inevitable that things are going to head down that same way?
You're saying the same thing could happen here?
If the mages were permitted to be their own watchers, of course. It is too easy for a mage to resort to blood magic if they feel the need is great enough.
As easy as it is to resort to a sword. You were created as a living weapon. Should you not be trusted with your freedom?
My powers are not controlled by a demon. A mage can desire power, justice, revenge, protection. Any cause will do, and then they are lost.
Well, but not all mages do that.
You can't say every mage is corrupt.
All I am saying is the Imperium offers no answer. All that Andraste did long ago to end the tyranny of magic has been undone.
She ended the tyranny of magic and replaced it with an entirely new one.
Considering all that magic has done to my homeland and my race, I weep for your predicament.
Ooh.
Power corrupts, as they say, and mages have power enough already.
But it's wrong to oppress mages. Or the circle doesn't work.
According to everything I've seen, the Circle can't control mages anyhow.
And what is the alternative? Freedom is a noble ideal, but I see no oppression here. I see fear and danger. But enough. I'm sure we came here for a reason.
Yeah. Fenris, rivalry, yeah. These discussions usually don't end well, especially if you happen to favor the mages. Anyway, I am out of time for this installment of Let's Play Dragon Age 2, but I hope to see you next time where I actually check in on that family history thing that we even came here for in the first place. So, hope to see you then.